Hey, what's up everybody, it's Roblox here, and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm talking about another Roblox degenerate that was exposed. I am saying exposed because, well, he confirmed himself that he was doing this, and I am of course talking about Notive. So you see, Notive was a pretty prominent Roblox animator, and more recently he's been exposed for making an NSFW animation between him and a minor. So this all originates from a tweet, assuming it's a anonymous secondary burner account, where it says coming out about at a Notive, he is a groomer and has manipulated many others in private. Below is a document detailing his actions. Now I'm going to read the document. Regarding Notive, this document was made together by a group to share their own experiences with Notive, and to warn and inform the public as to Notive's harmful private behavior towards his close friends and ex-partners. The contents of this document should not be held responsible to a single person involved. Before reading, please note, please do not harass anyone involved in the situation, including Notive. Especially as they wish to remain anonymous, this document serves to spread awareness and shed light to Notive's harmful behaviors towards others in private, and to prevent others from experiencing such in the future. Some editors to this document were once close friends with Notive, and it is disappointing and upsetting for them to even be made. Thank you. Notive apology and past accusations. Who is Notive? Jacob, also known as Notive, is a popular YouTuber who creates comedic videos and animations revolving around the Roblox platform. He has over 180,000 subscribers and over 26 million views. He is known for his unique animation style and has accumulated a large fan base over the years. As of recently, he has been on an ongoing hiatus as been previously exposed for his sexual tendencies, including having a Roblox R34 porn account. The Roblox porn account by the name of Zovozy started raising suspicions before he was exposed because of the two accounts' similar animation styles. He was exposed by a former ex about owning the Xovi account in September of 2022. Anxious over the following backlash, he chose to hide away from the accusations with the exception of a response document detailed below, and seek support from his friends privately. Afraid of losing his platform and star creator title, he decided to respond to the situation shortly after it surfaced. So, it's already bad when you're being accused of having a Roblox alt, and it's a porn alt. It's really disgusting because I'm gonna be honest, if you are a prominent Roblox animator and you have an alt account that is solely for some Rule 34 situations and stuff, it just shouldn't be a thing. It should not exist, not in any ways. Roblox, I don't know how many times this needs to be stated, but is a majority kid-based platform. So the content revolving around Roblox should be, not sexual in any way. Creating an R34 of Roblox is fucking disgusting, in my personal opinion, and it makes you look like a real creep. His apology. On September 19th, 2022, Notive released a doc summarizing the accusations of him having a Roblox porn account, Zovozy. Despite claiming that he is completely against Roblox R34 many times publicly, he claimed to condone every action revolving around his porn addiction, and was extremely apologetic about his decisions. While having a fan base full of minors, it raised concerns amongst his fans and affected his reputation significantly. He later removed it from his Twitter timeline for an unknown reason. We know this is old news, but we're going to address it as extremely important to remember his porn addiction. By the way, I want to state this document is a 53-page document, so I'm not going to go over all this stuff, but I am going to talk about the grooming, the manipulation. Porn addiction's kind of part of the old, I don't want to say drama because this is a more serious situation. I mean, if you're depicting NSFW animations as somebody who is a minor, that is disgusting. That is something that should be investigated for real. So this was his original apology. In the document, he confirmed the ownership of the account and claimed that he regretted it strongly. He claims to have already deactivated it much longer before he was exposed for owning the account. He promised his fans that he would be overcoming his issues with his porn addiction and decided to take a break from social media. Many fans and friends supported him on his journey of succumbing to his addiction. It should be noted that several people involved have stated that he never actually got over his addiction. I mean, the fact that he's being exposed from creating NSFW animations with his previous partner, who is a minor, kind of shows that. The names of the people involved will be anonymous and will be displayed as colors seen below. Directly affected people. Blue, Notive's underage former partner. Pink, Notive's former partner. Peach, Notive's former partner / close friend. Then we got friend group A. Former close friend, which is red, Yellow, former close friend. Purple, these guys are all former close friends. They're cyan and gray. Notive admitting to sending porn to the victim. Blue. So here we have a Discord conversation between Brody, which is Notive's alt account, and Red, which was a friend of Notive at the time. And this is what it says. It's hot, me and Blue. Red says, shut the fuck up. Notive says, I showed Blue my Roblox blank. Red says, help? Notive says, yeah, he admitted he also drew porn, but now we want to make stuff of each other. Help. Red says, what the hell? Are they 18? Notive says, I know it's a little taboo to draw it younger than 18, but it's staying completely between us. Red says, true, and Notive says, I think we might be inseparable. Notive was fully aware of Blue's age, but chose to persist in his behavior and actions, maintaining a veil of secrecy around their sexual activities. As mentioned in the screenshot, Blue addressed that Notive took the initiative in proposing explicit art exchanges. And then we have an editor's note here that says, making porn of minors is obviously weird, but calling it taboo is even weirder. Yeah, that sends off a couple alerts. Check his hard drive. Proof that Brody is Notive's alt account. Yo, my DevX request got approved. What's DevX? Exchanging Robux for money. What is... Holy shit, you're rich. I'm gonna get it over $4,000. Wait, I thought you already have that. I mean, I did, but I'm actually turning it into realsy monies. You transferred $4,000 and it says, what the fuck? Yippee, money. Munners. Mention of DevX transfer identity proof. Crawling in my skin. Your hair brown. I'm finally free to animate Roblox for the rest of my life. So these two photos kind of confirm that, well, this alt account is Notive. I mean, you can see they're the same people. And then it shows more about the account. It says Brody6287 as the Discord account. Also, the display name is Quinn's Bitch. And then I'm releasing the document. Yeah, that's probably what's best. Saw the new tweet and it got more reach, unfortunately. Wait, what? New tweet? Wait, you didn't see it? She made like a new thread. Brody6287. This is my account for now. Alright, and that's Notive saying that. Blue. Notive's suspected NSFW alt. Notive is suspected to have run another NSFW account called Fakodi, before he was called out by his ex Pink, who he dated prior to Blue, for owning the Exovi account. The second account had been up and active until September 20th, 2022. Suspiciously, the account was deleted around the same time Notive had been called out by Pink for running the first one. While searching the name on Twitter, you can see the latest replies toward the account. We can only assume the account was made after he had broken up with his former ex, thus why it was not mentioned in the thread his ex created. Blue recounts a time when Notive admitted to showing him his NSFW animations while on a voice chat 1 to 2 months before the call-out post, with the animation that had been shown being one of Fakodi's. This animation had been archived on R34. Blue also recounts the same animation becoming a joke in the Kaiju Paradise community, Roblox game based on an NSFW furry game with a fan base consisting of entirely minors, making this claim to add up how it's being referenced in the screenshot above. The existence of the second account had not been known by Blue until long after they had been broken up. I showed blank my Roblox porn, and that's the Brody account. The Brody account is one of Notive's alt Discord accounts he used as mentioned on the past page. This screenshot backs up Blue's claim. Look at the animation. You can see a very familiar animation style to that of Notive's, this even being said in the replies of said archived video. Yeah, I'm not going to show this screenshot, but I can look it up and I can confirm that the animation styles are on par / parallel / intersecting, that they're the same. Then we have that his friend group confronted him, but I want to talk about the grooming because that's a big issue. It always seems that Roblox creators are into grooming, which is fucking disgusting. I mean, how are you gonna do that when your fan base is like all minors? I think if you get exposed for being a groomer in the Roblox YouTube influencer thing, you should be permanently banned from Roblox, which Roblox is a problem with banning groomers and stuff. I mean, there are so many prominent accounts on Roblox, not only admins and moderators who are groomers that have not been banned. It's a whole another issue for another video, but let's talk about the grooming. Notive was fully aware and accountable for everything he chose to do. This part of the document will go over how Notive had groomed Blue. Guilt tripping. According to Blue, Notive would constantly make Blue feel shameful for refusing to partake in sexual video calls / exchanges in the relationship. The age gap between Notive and Blue was 3 years, as Notive was waiting for him to turn 16. Apparently after Blue turned 16, Notive suddenly started to catch feelings and became more affectionate, getting progressively more sexual towards Blue during his relationship with him. Then we have Blue here that says, I can provide a short summary of things that was I was projected to while in that relationship. When I was 15, I met Notive. At the time, he was 18 and continued on the relationship till only a few months ago. The age gap is of 3 years. While in that relationship, Notive was incredibly sexual towards me and at some points would make me feel bad for not wanting to show him my body on video call. I'm sorry, at this point, I wouldn't even say it's grooming. I'd say this is like sexual abuse of a minor. And Notive should be investigated and probably arrested. And you might be saying, well, these are just allegations, right? I have another part of the video a little bit down the line where Notive literally comes out and says that he made NSFW animations with this minor. It's pretty fucking disgusting. I mean, at least he admitted it, but even that isn't good because this whole situation still happened. Right after I turned 16, he developed feelings for me a little bit after he would animate an NSFW Roblox animation of me. This animation was part 2 of another SFW animation for us on some picnic. My avatar is the guy with goggles on. I think he asked for me to draw NSFW for him. I don't remember. I made suggestive artwork, not NSFW. I told him I couldn't because it was scary for me. Months after though, he would just ask me to draw NSFW for nothing in return, so I just do it. Notive never sent inappropriate photos or videos of himself to Blue. Rather, he would ask for multiple sexually driven video calls with him instead. During one of these calls, he had shown himself masturbating to Blue, pressuring him to show his body during those video calls, which he refused. This is a way for him to hide his track easily to avoid getting caught, as he was completely aware of what he was doing. This is proven by a follow-up where he admitted this to Red. Proof of Notive posting an SFW picnic animation on Blue, and we have the picnic animation here. Notive sexualizing Blue, and up above is linked a condo game he had made. By the way, anytime someone makes a condo game, that's an instant red flag that they may be into pedophilic tendencies, because condo games, first of all, should not be a thing on the platform. Notive sexualizing Blue. He'd also requested Blue to take pictures of himself in stockings that he had bought for Blue. Later in a voice chat, he had masturbated to photos of Blue wearing them. They have a deep connection with him. Everything he had gave to me in person, I had washed and thrown in a corner of my room. Notive at one point would buy me stockings, which I assume is a fetish for him because he masturbated to photos of me wearing them. Erg. The dotted circles next to the photo indicates that he had taken screenshots of Blue's thighs, and mentioned the intention to masturbate to it later, which he did later in a voice chat with Blue. And then we have a conversation here of Notive and his ex-partner who is a minor, Blue. I just like to keep pointing out that Blue is a minor. He is not above the age of 18, so any sexualization or sexual talk is inappropriate in all aspects. Investigate Notive. Roblox, delete his fucking account. Me knowing that Roblox isn't is just why Roblox is a shitty platform. Notive admitting to Blue that he has blanked in voice chat to them without them being aware. Hi, can I be honest? I don't want to be weird. Then Blue says, what? When we call sometimes, I blank a bit, and I don't tell you because I'm embarrassed. I can stop if you want. I did it twice to you today. And Blue says, really? Notive says, soon to be 3. Yeah. Now this is where it gets really scary because this could have been, if this document didn't come out, he could continue on. Notive could continue this degenerate, illegal behavior. Notive meeting up with Blue in person. Around late December 2022, Notive had planned to meet up with Blue in person with another artist friend that Blue wasn't very familiar with at the time. Blue decided not to show up during the meeting. This made Notive upset, causing him to act passive-aggressive towards Blue. This aggression towards Blue made him feel like he had to see Notive in person, in an act of not disappointing him again. And then we have, I'm going to Florida and possibly meet up with blank, kinda awesome. Leaving for Florida at 4 AM, gonna stay up since I hate long car rides. Notive initially planned up meeting with Blue, a 16-year-old at the time, for sex. Though after they had broken up, this had not happened. Blue did not see Notive in person, nothing mentioned had taken place. Then this is where it gets really creepy. Notive had already deleted a significant portion of his conversation with Blue. According to Blue, Notive was cautious during their exchanges of explicit texts, aiming to conceal any traces of evidence of their interactions. This proves that Notive was self-aware of the consequences of his choices. Notive, realizing that he was doing it wrong, tells Blue that they should be more cautious about their sexual sessions together. Note that after these messages were sent, Notive would continue these conversations, but would ultimately delete them after. The her mentioned in the screenshots refers to his mother, who he had lied to. Notive had never sent explicit pictures to Blue. They were still previously mentioned video calls. Discord DM of Notive showing him how to delete DMs efficiently, which is just groomer behavior. Then we have the breakup where Blue and Notive broke up it was April 2023. So yeah, there's more to this. There's a lot more to this. There's even a conclusion part, and then we'll read Notive's response. So this is actually a different ending than I originally planned. I talked a little bit about why I left Roblox YouTube, I guess. The real reason I left Roblox YouTube is because not only is it annoying to play on Roblox, a platform that seems to push up these groomers and absolute creeps and weirdos, it's disgusting that Roblox hasn't banned anybody or have any real administration because they've infiltrated the administration. But also, there was a conclusion part, and then there was a part where I went to go read Notive's response. I'm not going to read his response because after looking at it, it is just legitimately filled with a shit ton of excuses. And then he says that he doesn't victim blame, and then there's victim blaming. It's just fucking dog shit. It was so dog shit, in fact, that his original response was fucking removed from Google Docs for violating the terms of service. That's how bad it was. But if you want to go see his response, I will have both links, the original Google Doc that I was reading in this video, and then the web archive of his response. But I just like to say his response was removed by fucking Google for violating the terms of service, which I don't know how you make an apology get removed from Google for violating the TOS. Like, that's just kind of crazy in my personal opinion. He's a weirdo, he's a groomer, and he's a loser. Those are the nicest things I have to say about him. He should never return back to Roblox. You should never return back to Roblox YouTube, and he should just fucking get help, seriously, and he should also be investigated. Anyways, guys, it's been Zoblox. Like I said, this is a terrible situation because it just seems more and more fucking Roblox creators are absolute creeps. Peace.